Hey guys, it's Jill. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. So today we are going to be doing another crock pot meal, and we are going to be doing something that I didn't even know you could make in the crock pot, and that is breakfast. Did y'all know that? Because your girl surely didn't know that. But I'm gonna tell you what, these meals came out so deliciously. I'm like, okay, hello meal prep. So easy. You can easily meal prep a breakfast for the whole entire week, and wow, incredibly easy. These are just so quick and simple, and my kids love breakfast. Who doesn't love breakfast for dinner? So we've actually been enjoying these for dinner. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoy this video. If you guys want to see any more, I do lots of dump and go crock pot meals. But I've done also a dessert one, and now the breakfast one. If there's anything else that you guys know of that you would like to see as far as crock pot is concerned, or even like cooking videos, period, let me know in the comments down below and I will get to working on those. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this crock pot meal. For our first dump and go breakfast crock pot meal, it's going to be sausage and egg casserole, and it's literally 3 ingredients, so incredibly simple. You're just gonna need 8 eggs, and you're gonna need to beat them in a bowl. You're gonna need some turkey, well, any kind of sausage, any kind of breakfast sausage. I chose this Butterball all natural turkey breakfast crumbles. It was fully cooked, and I don't like the texture if it's not browned, so I did go ahead and brown it up, and the recipe also calls for it to be browned up, but it's up to you whether you want to brown it or not, especially if it's fully cooked. I think the recipe said that because it wasn't fully cooked, but this was fully cooked. I just kind of like the texture of it when it's brown. And then you're just going to need 2 cups of shredded cheese, and it's super easy. We're going to go ahead and take 8 eggs, beat them in here, add half of the bag of cheese, put that in the crock pot, and then we're going to add this on top, add the rest of the cheese, put the top on, cook it on low for 5 to 6 hours, and then I'll show you what it looks like when we're all done. This is what it looks like. I cooked mine for about 4 hours. I've actually had it on low for probably about 3 hours. My crock pot does cook a little faster though, so I didn't want to let you know that, but this is what it looks like. It looks and smells so good. And then we're gonna have waffles on the side with some strawberries and some whipped cream, but I'll show you what it looks like when our plates are like all ready to go. So this is what my plate looks like. This came out perfect, you guys. It did not stick or anything. Literally just sliced it and went like this, and it just came out so perfect. So that is Ava's plate. Contrella's already sitting at the table. We have our strawberries, whipped cream, what is that, syrup? So we're about to go enjoy our breakfast for dinner. So yeah, we will see you guys for our breakfast crock pot meal number 2 in a few. Today we are making ham and cheddar quiche in the crock pot. So what you're going to need is 2 of these refrigerated pie crusts. You're gonna make this first, by the way. You're gonna cook that first. But we're also going to need, it calls for 2.5 cups of shredded cheddar cheese. I'm using this one, which is 1 3/4 cups. You're going to need 1 cup of chopped ham. You're gonna need 4 green onions chopped, plus you want extra for garnish. You're gonna need 6 eggs, 1 cup of whipping cream, and then some salt, pepper, and nutmeg. So what we're gonna do first is we're going to arrange the pie crust on the bottom of the crock pot, and we're gonna cover the crock pot, cook it on high for 1.5 hours, and then after that we will assemble everything else together. But we're gonna go ahead and cook the crust first. Well, okay, let's try the other one. You're supposed to use 2. I wanted to cut it down to only 1 anyways. So let's see if we can make this one work. Crumbling and coming apart. I've honestly never had a problem with these Walmart crusts before. So I'm just gonna kind of put it in there, and I'm going to check the time on this because I know this is not for one crust. It's not going to take the full hour and a half, which I'll actually take some of the other crust and just kind of lay it on the bottom. Definitely make sure to get the regular crusts, like Pillsbury. Don't go with the Walmart on this one. Alright, so I just finagled that the best way I could. I'm going to go ahead, pop the lid on, turn this on high, and I'm actually going to check this in an hour and we'll see what it's looking like then. In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and get my eggs and ham and everything else all situated. So all I have to do is literally dump and go once this crust is ready. So what you're gonna do is take a cup of ham once the crust is done, and you're gonna dump it onto the crust along with some of your chopped up green onions. So like I mentioned, I went ahead and I prepped the eggs, the ham, and all of that stuff. I did put it in the refrigerator though, just so you know. Prep it, put it in the fridge. Then when the crust is done, sprinkle half of the cheese on there, the ham and onion mixture. Then put the eggs on top. Sprinkle the remaining cheese on top of that, cook it on high for an hour and a half, and this is going to come out delicious. This is something I highly recommend, especially when you come out of quarantine and you have all of your friends and family over for brunch. Definitely make this one, and also make it before then too. Oh my gosh, you guys, wow. This tastes amazing. Oh my goodness. Let's hope that this crust comes up. It's not stuck on the bottom. Oopsie. It's a little stuck. Definitely grease your crock pot prior to. Bella's enjoying her some crust down there. Because yeah, this crust definitely stuck to the bottom. But man, the way those eggs taste, you guys, they're so rich and oh, they taste amazing. So I'm gonna go enjoy this. It does not look the prettiest, which the first piece is always the worst anyways as far as getting it out. But I'm gonna taste it real quick. Wow, the best tasting eggs I think I've ever had. And then the crust, and then you taste just a little bit of the onion and the cheese. So today we are making French toast and I could not be more excited. So what you're going to need, by the way, exact measurements will be in the recipe link down below, but you're gonna need some ground nutmeg, some vanilla extract, some cinnamon, salt. You're gonna need some mixing bowls, some a whisk, some measuring cups, measuring spoons. You're gonna need 24 ounces of bread that is either stale or left out overnight. So it is stale, so day old bread. I have left this sit for about an hour. You're gonna need 4 tablespoons of butter and you want it to be salted. You're gonna need some whole milk, some real maple syrup, the real stuff, like the pure maple syrup, not the fake stuff. You're gonna need some pecans and then some brown sugar. So let's go ahead. Oh, you're also gonna need some eggs. Did not forget, can't forget about the eggs. So I'm gonna go ahead and assemble everything into the crock pot. We're gonna make a little sugar butter topping. Cinnamon, we're gonna make a cinnamon sugar topping with the butter, and I hope that it works out okay. I don't have a pastry cutter, but if you do, it is suggested that that's how you cut the butter into the brown sugar. I'm just gonna use a fork. So let's get going and start assembling this French toast casserole in the crock pot. I'm so incredibly excited for this. I am going to start by spraying the crock pot. So many of you have asked what this is. This is called a misto. I will link it down below. I got mine from like Home Goods years ago, but this takes the place of like having to buy those sprays that are loaded with like tons of stuff that you don't want. It's literally just oil that you put in there. You fill it maybe about like here or halfway, and then you pump it. And this is olive oil or avocado oil. I can't remember which one, but I'm gonna go ahead and spray it. So I didn't know it wasn't recording, but I literally just took the bread from the, what's this thing called? Cutting board, and layered it into the crock pot. Now I'm gonna take some pecans and just kind of roughly chop them. You want a cup of these. This looks about good, so I'm just gonna go ahead and add that to the top. I'm actually gonna use my fingers for this so I can make sure to try to get it as even as possible. This looks and smells delicious, you guys. I cannot wait to try this. This is the perfect way to do French toast for a crowd, because French toast is kind of tedious to make. So we are going to go ahead and put the lid on the slow cooker, cook on high for 2 to 2.5 hours, or cook it on low for 3 to 4. It's 118 here, so I'm gonna go ahead and cook it on low for like 3 to 4. And I will show you what it looks like when it's all done. So, you guys, are you ready for this? This looks insanely delicious. Ah. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna like cut into it real quick. I can already tell you, I cheated and I took some from right here. This is delicious. You have a crowd to make. If you love to make French toast, but you hate to make it because it's so tedious, try this. It is insanely delicious. So let me go cut it up and you guys can see what it looks like. You can top it with maple syrup, or you can top it with powdered sugar, or honestly, the bites that I took was sweet enough on its own. So let me go ahead and plate it up, show you what it looks like. And oh, I'm so excited for dinner tonight. Not even kidding you guys, this tastes like dessert. It tastes like a coffee cake or something like that. Oh, it is so incredibly good. This recipe is for strawberry and cream oatmeal. So what you're gonna want to have is 1 pound of strawberries washed and sliced, half a cup of sugar, 1 cup of steel cut oats. This is very, very, very important. Do not use quick oats or old-fashioned oats. Use steel cut oats. You're also going to want an 8-ounce package of cream cheese cubed, 1 3/4 cups of milk, 1 1/2 cups of water, 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. You're also going to want a bowl that fits into your crock pot. So you want to cook this in the bowl in the crock pot, if that makes sense. You're going to see me right now putting this into this bowl, and then I realized that it was too big, so I had to actually like switch out the bowls. So yeah, anyways, it came out incredibly delicious. This right here, you literally just dump everything in, and super quick, super easy. You're just going to cover and cook it on low for 8 to 10 hours, and you just stir before serving. Super delicious. You can serve it with additional fresh strawberries on top, or however you like to eat your oatmeal. And this is something, again, that's really perfect for meal prep, especially since it is on the healthier side. This would be a really great breakfast for you to have every morning. So this has been cooking for 8 hours, and this is what it looks like. I know it does not look the most appetizing or appealing, but let me tell you, strawberries and cream oatmeal is what this is called, and that's exactly what it tastes like. It tastes delicious, and this is exactly what it looks like. First, lid taken off, and I took like a little spoonful, but I have not mixed in the cream cheese yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then we'll see what it looks like. Obviously, like, I'm going to turn this off and let this completely cool down before I take this glass bowl, because I'm sure it's really hot. Yes, it is. Before I take the bowl out, but this is what it looks like, and it tastes delicious. It doesn't look appealing, but this is going to be perfect for my meal prep for breakfast all next week. So I'm super excited for this. So here I am just mixing it all up. Like I said, this was really, really delicious. Also, I do not have an outro for this video. I thought I filmed it, and it's the night before I'm going to film or upload this, so I don't have the outro and I don't have time to do it. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see more crockpot breakfast videos, let me know and I will be more than happy to do so. Don't forget to like this video, comment down below which one you think is going to be your favorite or which one you're going to want to try. I love you guys. I hope that you're having an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Mwah.